Come join us as we take you deep into the fire to the paranormal realms of hauntings, UFOs, ETs, alien abductions, strange creatures, and the vastness of universal consciousness as we continue to seek what is not supposed to exist as we search for the truth that only comes from going into the fire. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Into the Fire. Tonight's just going to be kind of a laid-back night where we're going to sit back and just chill out for a little bit. We could all use that after the kind of week we've had. It's been crazy. But welcome to the show. We'll let the chat room get going, and we'll see how things go in there. We are still missing Miss Beth Allen. She's doing a reading at the time right now, and she's running a little bit over on that. She'll be along with us. And, of course, we've got the co-host with the mostest, Tanya and Billy. How you all doing?
We're doing pretty good.
Man, it has been a long time. I mean, even though I saw you like 2 weeks ago, it still seems like it's been a long time.
It feels like it's been too long.
Yeah, it is. And man, I'll tell you, golly, it's been quite a long haul for all of us, trying to get everything pieced together and put all the good stuff in. We apologize to everybody who's listeners and everything else that always come in and stand by us. And it has been it's been a tough time for everyone, hasn't it?
Yeah, we've had a lot going on too.
You see that little smile?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens,
Hey, you know what? I mean, anymore, yeah, it's kind of like just going, we just keep on running and putting out fires,
Yeah.
And I'm so ready to be able to do something.
Ready for the fires to be at bay.
That's the good way to put that. That's a good way to put it. It's a good way to put it. I don't know if we invited Melvin Brazel to come on tonight, and we sent him a link because Melvin's always a good time. And we need to. The last show we were on, we were talking about how Melvin was, and we've got he's thinking about slowing down some and everything else, and we would love to have him on here and chat with us. We spend a lot of time together. Melvin and I are going to be out tomorrow together, where we're we're doing some more research on the Octagon Hall to be able to put this book together. And it is crazy stuff what you find out. I mean, it is just insane. It is insane. It's hard following all the stuff. And we're also, hopefully we may be able to get into the other area out in Russellville. We've got some contacts there looking for us to see if we can get out to the saddle shop and maybe sit out there and investigate that one time just so we can get some information on it. And love to have you guys out there because it's that building's been there since 1810. And Andrew Jackson Caldwell's uncles owned that. And there were Andrew and David. And then he takes over later after they die in the mid 1800s. But it's really it's crazy stuff. And, But you know how the hall haunts you, and it's been haunting me a lot lately. And golly,
too.
And last night we had a great thing. We got to see our dearest friends. I sent you a picture today of. We got to see the Sheilas last night, which was just awesome. They were at the hall investigating with another team, and it was just a super time to be able to get together. And as we were sitting on the back porch talking, we got Sheila to tell the complete story again of save yourself.
Oh yeah.
I love the Sheilas.
Oh yeah, me too.
Oh yeah, they're special people. They are such special people in there. Great investigators, great human beings. They're just so special. And we're going to be looking at possibly helping them with an event coming up here that they want to do something very interesting for some people and for humanity. And I think we'll be able to help them out with that.
Awesome.
So look forward to that coming up soon. Do we have any folks in the chatty room, and is anybody going on in there, or is that just us chatting back and forth?
Oh no, there's quite a few in there.
Well, fantastic. Let's go in and say hi for a second. Let me look out there and see who's in there. Oh, there is Ada Cox and Vicki Norris. You know what I feel like? You know that Miss Barbara, in Romper Room. And I could see Ada, and and there is Dustin. How you doing, brother? And Cameron Henson's on there too. Cameron, great to see you tonight. And we've seen a lot of Cameron lately. Cameron is just a special individual and helps us out in more ways than one. Next Gen Paranormal, we'll be seeing a lot of Next Gen Paranormal. And there's John Powell. How you doing, John? And Christy Moore Hughes. Great to see you, honey. It was a great time to be able to have you. I enjoyed that last cobbler you made. Thank you so very much. And the wonderful donations that you made for the hall. So thank you all. Thank you very much. And it's so great that you're all here with us tonight. And looking forward to getting some of your ideas of what's going on in your world and what we're going to talk about as we wait for Beth Allen to do a 30-minute reading that she always does for an hour. Yeah, it looks like there's Mike Walker. How you doing, Mike? Good to see you, man. It's been a while since I haven't seen you. Who else have I missed in here? Holly, how are you? Trying to get just a few people in here and just to say hi. So it's so important to you guys make us all. Hello, Courtney. How are you doing? I wonder where Melvin is. Professional Paranormal Company. There's a whole mess of good people in there.
Dustin wants to know if the rose is still in the basement.
You know what, Dustin? The last time I was in the basement, I didn't. There's Melvin. There he is. He is here. I was trying to find out. I sent you a link, Melvin. If you go to your Facebook page, you might find it if you want to come on in and be on air, or you can stay in the chat room and all. It's all up to you, brother. And but as far as the rose is concerned, I have not seen the rose because I haven't been downstairs.
Now, why is that? I'd imagine.
Well, yeah, Cameron is on here, and I'll say a little bit about him. He went down graciously. Hello, yo, baby. He went down graciously to turn off the unscrew the lights yesterday on Friday for a team that was there. And oh boy, as Beth and I were standing up at the top, you could hear some bangs and booms and and I think something followed him out of the basement. So, yeah, it was quite the warm thing. There's the naked supernaturalist. I see him in here. Let's see if we can bring him on.
There he is.
Hey, Melvin. Good to have you on here, brother.
Thank
It is
you,
so
Vicki
good
and
to see
Tanya.
you.
I'm feeling a lot better. And
Melvin, you
Dustin,
got
I'm glad you love your cup.
you got sound, Melvin?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
Yeah, wait a minute, I'll check it. Yeah, I got sound.
Well, that's so great that all you guys tuned in tonight for us and everything else. And we were talking about, sometimes it's rough to get guests, and sometimes it's because we have just been so swamped and so busy. And
We know that's Melvin.
yeah, there you go. Melvin's bringing it on. So it is. So it's. Oh, and Vicky just said, "Hey, pops."
Hello, everybody.
I'll let you guys. Anything that you guys want to talk about tonight in the chat room, let it fly. Because if you get us started, you never know where it's going to go. We are looking for a wonderful night with you guys tonight. Just sit back and just talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. And anybody else, you got a topic? You got something that's itching you, Melvin? I shouldn't even ask Melvin. Oh my gosh.
Don't ask me. Don't even ask me.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I fell into the trap. Uh-oh.
Right there, Christy.
There it is.
Yep, right there.
Hey, Denise. Yeah, I got clothes on tonight.
Well, Denise, we haven't seen you in a long time. How you been? But it is so special to have a great relationship with so many people on here, and that you support us. We appreciate it so much. I can't thank you enough for it. We'd like to get some good guests on here for you and start doing this again. I will tell you that this week we'll be back in West Virginia. I'm going to be heading to West Virginia, and we're going to be doing a wonderful awakening event with connecting consciousness, and we're going to be speaking and doing that for that. It's going to be at the Red Tail Barn outside of Barbersville, West Virginia. And we're really looking forward to that. We got a lot of special guests speaking from Connective Consciousness and so forth. It is a members event, and it's basically for Kentucky, Tennessee, West Virginia, North Carolina, Virginia, and all that area, Ohio, Michigan. And we're really looking forward to that. It starts on Friday and it gets done Sunday. We're looking to add a lot more things to it. By the way, thank you all for a lot of the people who have recently joined. I have been having terrible computer problems, and thanks to Melvin here, he has got me back up so that we can be able to do this show tonight like this. I only have one question to ask you, Melvin.
Okay.
My C drive is my small drive, and my D drive is my large drive.
Yeah.
That was 2 questions.
Yes, that was 2 questions. That was. I need a larger C drive. My everything keeps on saying I can't put it on my computer. There's not enough space. But other than that, we got this going though.
Melvin said that's a personal problem.
I know.
It's kind of like us. That's the way we're made.
That's right. My drive's a little short.
That's good.
Oh, Melvin, you bring out the best in me. How do you officially join Connective Consciousness? It's very simple. You go to connectiveconsciousness.org, and all you have to do is join. There is no cost whatsoever, and you will be signed up from the state that you're in. And so you'll be in your case, Tennessee or wherever. You can come to. We have there's no cost at all, and we're having more and more events. We're having more and more things, and as it's growing by leaps and bounds, I think where you're going to see a lot of stuff happen for that. Connected Consciousness is a group of individuals who are out to help humanity, and I can't wait for all that to happen. And I think everybody on this screen here is a member. This is my favorite dog pet thing.
Where you can scratch him.
Yes, because he gets all excited if I don't. So, and he gets a little teed off, so it's kind of hard to reach down here and pet him all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So when you sneak this in and you go, oh, and he likes to, oh.
Take that, mister.
Yeah.
So, hey, Carl Peterson, how you doing? Good to see you. I remember your spooky house, brother. You're in Florida now, though, aren't you? It's the only place that people in where Carl Peterson's house, and by the way, man, Carl is an excellent drummer. I mean, he is top shelf. But he had us out in this very interesting home, but where his place is a place where trees grow faster and everything else, but they won't let you put a swimming pool in because, unfortunately, it's kind of like what was that show, Poltergeist or something like that?
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, they bury dead people and they built houses on top of them.
Mm-hmm.
And Carl's house had that, and And Carl also has been up to the hall several times and had he had a buddy in the barn there for a while that liked him a lot. So, yes, Carl. So great to see you. I hope your wife Deb's doing good. Everybody else is doing good. So,
oh wow, you said 75 bodies. That's a lot.
It was a fun place.
Don't plant any trees.
That's right. No, I mean,
well, you got to dig the hole to plant the tree.
It was a nice place because things grew really good. I mean, humans are
I
great
imagine.
fertilizers, Hey, we got peace and love here, and peace, love, and G. Hello, Beth Allen. It's dark where you're at. We need to give you some backup light.
Hakuna Matata.
Oh, yes. Everybody Miss Soul on Blaze herself. She's been
Peace,
a busy...
love, and gnomes. Peace, love, and gnomes.
Peace, love, and gnomes. There you go.
Hello, family. I love you all. Naked supernaturalist.
Jessica
we all love you too.
Jessica Lance and Dustin and everything else. Hugs for Beth, Sister Beth from Vicky, all the chat board.
Hello, I love you all. I'm out out here trying to recover.
Well, I was trying to get a special thing today, but well, we thought we'd try an experiment that we were going to put Beth out at Ottingen Hall and do a live out there to see what happened.
Mm-hmm.
But she declined.
I'd already left.
That's a good excuse as any.
I had already left.
She already left because she was saying, "Oh my God, it's getting dark. Get me out of here."
Yes. So I get there and I go into the office and I'm in there for maybe 2 minutes and something crawls on the roof. And I'm like, let me go outside. And I went outside. I looked on the roof. Nothing's there. I go back inside. I'm like, this is not, no. I said, you have to leave. I've got to be busy. I'm like, it's got to be, there's nuts falling on the side. I'm out. So he's pulling in and he sees me come flying out the door. And I'm like, he's like, that ain't a nut tree. So then I'm leaving. So I get off. I was doing a couple of readings. Get off the computer. I lock up and I drive to the end to go close the gate. As I'm closing the gate, you hear the gravel. Something is running at me down the driveway. I peeled out of the hall.
It's such a wonderful place. And
I
was up
love
here.
that place.
Uh-huh.
I love it, but whew.
Well, you know, it's crazy because I went in to make sure that we could set up everything for Beth and put my StreamYard set up over there and everything. And so I was doing that before she got there. And I was like going, man, I wish that guy get off the porch. People walking around, stopping, boot stomps, all kinds of stuff going all over the place. I see Melvin's trying to get back in. There he is.
There he is.
But yeah, it is. It was crazy out there today.
It's been rather interesting. It's been very active. A lot of asking for Billy. I got, what was it? We were sitting at the table. Cameron was with me, and I had miss. I kept hearing, I miss. I was like, who do you miss? Billy, little one.
Yeah.
Billy,
Aww.
little one.
Yeah.
I said, he misses you too.
The little one.
And I knew exactly because I had to ask which Billy, little one.
It is amazing how they get to know you when you're there so long. As long as we've been going there and everything else, it is.
I know I'm not around as much, but I will be. I'll be back.
Oh
We
yeah.
know it.
Oh yeah.
They know it. They're like, yes.
Yeah, life
Doc
is
wants to
just
see
right
him
now.
enjoying his boat.
What was it? I can't remember what day it was. We heard Tanya's name like 10 times.
Oh yeah.
Really?
10 times. Like literally. I'd ask a question. Tanya.
Tanya.
Okay. I'm like, okay. Go upstairs, ask a question. Tanya. All right.
It's so weird in out there anymore, but it has a very weird feeling. And has everybody been out? And I think there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now, and as we are going through that, you're going to see quite a lot of different changes, and the spirits are really up on it. That veil's getting thinner and thinner. And has anybody noticed that? I mean, like all of a sudden we got from summer into September, and now we're going into October.
It's
And-
flying by.
It's moving.
Yeah.
And we're having a terrible problem with our wonderful, I'll never be a sponsor of this show, GoDaddy.
Yes, Vicky was asking about that.
Oh man. Phew. I think Cameron and Beth got to see me in the office the other day on Friday, just kind of burying people.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh my gosh, they were getting on my everlasting nerves, and that doesn't happen very often. But man,
Well, after 2 hours, and that was just that phone call.
yeah.
Should have seen him after the 4.5-hour one.
Oh, I was really upset. And I spent 4.5 hours explaining the same thing I did in the 2.5 hours. I mean, it's kind of like going, how do you get someone to understand I need to sell tickets on my events?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm gonna have to stand at I'm gonna have somebody build me a little stand, and I'll stand on a corner with tickets. You just drive by, just
Oh yeah, but we've got some great things, and since we're talking about that, and coming up on the 29th and the 30th, we've got a big event here in September with Tim Coomer and Cindy Kaza, and they're going to be there on Friday and Saturday on September 20.
Christy Ayers.
Christy Ayers, I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm talking about. Leave me alone,
Look,
Beth.
there's Mama. Even Mama.
But yeah, Christy Ayers and Tim Coomer are going to be out there on the Friday the 29th and the 30th. I think there's still some tickets available for that event. That is on the website, but we're not selling the tickets. They're going through Eventbrite.
I will check and see.
Yeah, and
people at home.
And then if we go from there, are you smoking in front of me?
Yeah.
Well, hot diggity dog.
You want me to bring you one?
No, hell, Mama, bring me one. But anyway,
Yeah.
The Friday, October 6th and 7th is when we kick it off, and that will be with PBR, the wonderful professional paranormal research team, and that's going to be Dustin and Vicky and all those with Tanya and with Zeke and all that. So that's going to be, and they just had a great event last month, a fundraiser there.
That was a great event.
It was an excellent event, and I'll be kicking off the 6th and the 7th, and then we come back on Friday the 13th. And who doesn't want to go on Octane Hall on Friday the 13th? Thank you.
Delivery.
On Friday the 13th with Proof After, and then on Saturday with Proof After also on the 14th. And then we have on the 20th and the 21st, we got the Elite Vixens coming in. And hopefully, if we have our way and Beth Allen helps me kill some people at GoDaddy, we should be able to sell tickets in the middle of the week this week and advertise those. But Elite Vixens the Elite Vixens will be there on the 20th and the 21st. And then we have Next Gen Paranormal rounds it out on the 27th and the 28th. And that is also the day that, so Friday and Saturday. So see Cameron and Adam and all those people there that night. Excellent group. And that happens to also be on October 28th. That is the day that Isaac Jones gets married, and Isaac is the executive director of Octagon Hall. And we're going to wish him off a very wonderful wedding. So That should be wonderful. So after that, in November, he'll be an old married man.
Uh,
Should be fantastic. Should be fantastic.
I'm going to do a
Um,
shameless,
I wish
do a
them all the
shameless plug.
best.
Shameless plug. If you all haven't followed Next Gen Paranormal, I'm going to need you to go follow them on Facebook and on YouTube. They're
Yeah.
an excellent group. The name says it all. They are the next generation of supernatural researchers and investigators. They are wonderful.
And I personally have known Cameron for over 14 years and quite an investigator. So it's not a team that's just coming out of the starting gates. The team that's
No.
refining all the arts and turning themselves into what we love to call a true paranormal and supernatural investigative researching crew. And it's a pleasure to see it work. So you get to have a chance to be with them on 27th and 28th. Shameless plug again for Octagon Hall on the Nova Sons.
And there's a lot of
Oh.
other groups, but they've really not done a lot of social media, and they have been around for a long time. And
They
you
have.
know, I want to make sure they might be my pair of kids, but yes, Elizabeth, it's Next Gen Paranormal, and also we have found out not that Beth Allen needs co-signers, but we do know now that Proof After will get in a brawl with me if I ever go to one.
That's true. That's true. Man, we got to thank Proof After also for coming up and doing some awesome work, helping clear out the, when we ask for volunteers and everything else, there's always a certain amount of people that are always there to help out. And Proof After is always there. Brandon, and
Brandon,
Jen, and
Jen, Jessica, James, Johnny, and Joe.
yeah. You either got to be a B or a J to be on that team. So strict rules there.
Right. And nobody runs a ship tighter than Vicki Norris. Boy, that's a foreman for you.
Oh yeah. Oh we.
Ain't wearing
Yeah.
draws. I'm done.
Yep.
Now
Yep.
Melvin's ain't wearing draws.
Hey, yesterday, and I don't know if you guys got to see the picture of. I got to talk about this picture because Mike, the docent at Nottingham Hall, is always out taking pictures, and he sent me a picture that he sent me a bunch of them for me to look at, and there's this one that I just freaked out about. I mean, and I said, Mike, out of all the pictures that you've taken, and he's taken some good ones. He's got some real good ones. This one that he took is just to me special. I don't know if I showed it last week or not. I got to show it again. I hope you guys can see it. I wish you guys could come up on it and get it to it. Melvin's having some problems, it looks like.
That's because he ain't got problems.
He's changing drawers right now. Oh, I lost it, Melvin. So anyway, this is the daylight shot and early morning shot with Mike and the thing. There's nobody standing in the middle of the barn, but guess what? He catches a full body apparition standing in the middle of the barn. And I wish that we could bring that up closer for you so you could really see that. But this area, this man right here is not standing in the barn in any manner whatsoever, but he is there in that picture. And we have gotten, so this year we've gotten some fabulous pictures out of the barn. One, the great picture by Vicki Norris of what we believe to be
Miss Harriet.
Miss Harriet Caldwell. And this guy, which I don't know who it is, bring back Melvin in here, which I don't know who it is, but this is a hard picture to debunk because there is no shadow of this guy anywhere. And with all the way the lights is and everything else, and Cameron and I were talking about this with Beth on Friday, and it's just an incredible photo. I mean, it is one of those photos that is, you can go, nope, it's not there. And when you zoom in on it, you can see that it's a very, very interesting photo. But I wanted to share that, guys, with you all again.
Hey, Jason Hale, what's up, brother?
Jason Hale, what's going on, buddy?
Jason's in the house.
We've been wanting to see you. I haven't seen you in a long time. We need to come up and last time I knew you we talked. I know you guys have been awful busy, you and Doug and everybody. We always love having you guys up at the hall. Maybe we could do a early Christmas thing for Toys for Tots or something like that. If you guys are interested in it, love to have you get a hold of me.
All I want for Christmas is a hug from Tanya.
There you go.
You too.
I miss my sister.
Hey, you know what?
guys.
But we all have to, Beth, we have to say something about last night. Having the Sheilas out that way, which is a surprise because they came with another team. But the amazing thing about it is that one of the best huggers in the world, and I will put that hug up there. Everybody on this screen here has had a hug from Sheila, and man,
He's dealing with me now. I thought she's gonna break me in half the first couple of dozen times.
nothing better than a good Marine hug. Hey Beth, you're starting to look like a shadow person.
Well, that's because I am Beth Allen. I was trying to check and see how many tickets were left for that, but I can't see. My old age is kicking in.
And let me see if anybody's hello. We just talked about Elite Vixens and the night that you're going to have up here at the hall. How you doing? Hey, Brandon, the proof after, she says. Wow. Jeff's on here.
Did Ernie just call me Elizabeth? Ernie, damn it.
Hey, Ernie.
Is Ernie out here somewhere?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, he's here.
Ernie got jokes tonight.
I should mute the mic, but I'm bad. Melvin, you want to take over for a while while I cough? Well, I guess Melvin's awake again. Sleep again.
Uh-huh. You might be frozen.
Melvin, is that you? Oh, yeah, he's frozen. All right.
He was way too still.
He's playing possum.
Just doing a little conjuring on my own here.
Yeah, Jason, give me a shout, brother. I'll be looking forward to that one.
Beth, you were talking about the something running across the roof of the office.
Oh, yeah.
That reminded me of something that we had all witnessed on an investigation somewhere. I'm not naming any places, nothing like that. It was a case, but it was one of the damnedest things I've ever seen in my life.
Yep.
I have to admit, I agree with you.
I know the one you're talking about.
Yep.
You can't forget it.
No.
It was gosh.
Well, you literally could hear them walking across the tin roof, and every step, you would see
Indentions.
the indentions.
Indentions.
And then it would go up and come down a step in front.
Yeah.
And it would go up and come down, you know, a step forward. You could see the footsteps going back and forth.
Yeah.
And
We had
that's
cameras up.
We
on the roof.
had that house covered.
Yeah.
Sitting out on the back end of the truck with a thermal for hours watching that roof.
I had cameras on
Exactly.
the house. I'm on a ladder on one end of the roof. Bear's on the other end. Melvin's, you know,
Inside
I've
the
been there
house.
somewhere.
That was
that was the craziest thing.
Oh no,
Yeah,
there
it
would have been
Of course,
so
and
bad.
it didn't help with the background music that we were hearing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would have left. I would have left
Yeah.
home.
That was one of them.
I don't know
moments
how
I'm
we
like,
get our
"Damn,
foot
Bear,
stuff
what
in
did
this
you
thing,
get me into?"
Yeah, I know. And that was but it was a great case. And,
It was.
you know, it's just one of those things that, you know, as we're, golly, you know, guys, I can't tell you how many residential hunts we've done. You know, there for a while we were doing 30 or 40 of them a year, and just killing ourselves.
We were doing several a week at one point.
Oh yeah, we'd do three of them in a week, 4 in a week, and it was bad. And yeah, I do. I always love the residentials. I love doing the.
We got so many memories though from all this stuff. I mean, it's
That's true. It's true. And some of the
I want to
things
see the blooper reel. That's what I want to see.
no, Beth, you don't.
I really.
I want to tell you, there's some blooper reels. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
really
there
want to
are.
see a Dave Spinks blooper reel. That's what I really want to see.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
All the
we've
rest
got
of
that too, I think.
Kayugi would have been a good one.
Oh
tell ya.
yeah.
Nothing tops a night where you're in a hotel room with Melvin.
That's right. Yeah.
Nothing tops that.
That's true. Well, I'm telling you.
Unless
What
your
should I
mama.
say?
Mama will say differently.
Yeah, true. Mhm.
Are we there
Mama's
yet?
just as bad as he is.
We're terrible.
We are.
Yeah.
And we hear about it the whole way.
I know. Yeah,
I'm going
we
to turn
do.
around and slap you.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a taste of that. I got a taste of that this year in West Virginia.
Are we there
There's
yet?
nothing, yeah. There's nothing like riding, you know.
I
when
got to
we're-
poop.
yeah. Yeah.
Do it again.
Yeah. Going on a long distance ride with Melvin is always fun.
We'll always have the memories. Melvin and spatulas.
Yes. Exactly. Exactly.
That was terrible. That gave me brain damage when Bear turned loose the mighty winds and throwed me into the wall. It was just terrible.
Jeff, God bless you too. And we'll see you, brother. I hope you have a great day and a beginning of a great week. Thanks for tuning in, brother.
Sorry, Elizabeth. I forgot you were in there. I just saw that. So he was saying hey to Elizabeth. So I'll let Ernie live another day.
There you go. Does anybody in the chat room have
Yes.
anything that they want to hear?
I can't sing, so don't request that.
And don't ask
I
me.
don't know. I heard you singing today.
Because he ain't wearing drawers.
just don't. Yeah. Just make sure that Melvin doesn't stand up on camera.
Right.
He's playing
Yeah.
possum again.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. You know, it's I think also anybody who's been a paranormal investigator and has experienced the time-space continuum shift.
That was another
Yeah.
road trip with Melvin, wasn't it?
Yep. Yep. And I've also experienced it at the hall with some people too. And I think it must have came with me from that trip. I think I'm in a different. I'm in another zip code half the time. Oh, but wow.
Melvin, Vicky wants to know what your favorite investigation is.
Oh, God, there's been so many. There's been so many. It's been at the hall, I'd have to say. The most scariest was Willow's Weep. I got to say that was probably the worst.
Here, here.
Yeah,
Why y'all?
I don't know. I mean, that place where we were talking about out in the woods way out back when we were at that house. Where
I called it music earlier, and I shouldn't have done that because it sounded more like the chanting from The Omen.
Oh yeah, yeah. We get there, and I think they were having a satanic festival down the street.
And there were guys on ATVs driving up and down, and
they knew you were coming.
And footsteps.
And it was coming back from the woods. There's caves back in there and everything else. And I mean, golly, when you start hearing that in a tone with 500 people all say,
it was,
and here we are doing an investigation at this house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I felt more like
going to happen to us. Yeah, we were definitely bait. It was like the when we kind of get this idea that sometimes we're pulled to certain locations. Something is, we're all marked, and they all know when we're coming around, and it's so ridiculous because sometimes you just think that, well, this is a trap. We're going here, and they got the upper hand. We know what's going to happen, and golly, we have car troubles. We have all kinds of different stuff like that. Any other paranormal teams ever do that when they're out on that stuff, or is it just only happened to us? I mean to tell you, it's been, and Melvin keeps on saying, I'm returned. But I'm going to give him one more. We got to have Melvin out at a few during a few things, and Melvin and I are working feverishly on the new book that will be coming out on the I-10 Hall, and we're going to try to have that out ready for late spring of 2024. And we'll be asking paranormal investigators who have done the hall to write about their things. There's Sheila Harlan. How are you, darling? I hope you had a great time last night. Definitely happened to us, yeah. And if anyone hasn't... I had the greatest time last night seeing you guys. It was so special to see you all.
Love the Sheilas.
Yeah, and we do. And the hugs were fantastic. I hope you had a great night at the hall. And but I got to tell you, I loved hearing you're sitting on the back porch, and it's we're just getting everything together, and drained, LOL. Yeah, the hall could do that to you. And we love you too.
Save yourself.
Yeah, save yourself. Getting to hear the save yourself story again was just outrageous. And I know that Ernie and all know about that also.
That was a priceless, wonderful memory. And you had to be there. I promise you had to be there.
The first time you hear the story, you can't help but pee yourself.
I know.
Oh yeah, you can't. And she was telling me that
so hard.
So the bait was crazy last night. Can you imagine that? Oh my gosh.
No.
I second this request. What request do you say? Are you seconding, Tanya? Yeah, I'm glad you had a great night. Everything else. Hello, Irene. How are you? Getting pumped for my investigation? The suicide forest. Oh my gosh, and the suicide waterfalls.
Yeah.
Wow, that would be
Definitely.
awesome.
She
That
actually
would be
lives
awesome.
there. She lives in Japan.
Oh wow.
Yep.
That's
That
awesome.
is just awesome. Be careful out there. The stuff that I've heard about that place. Woo wee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's rough to read about. It's
it is. It really is. It's almost like trying to read one of Zeke's books. But yeah. Pop's coming to the hall on the 6th and 7th. I don't know if we can get him out there or not. I bet he may want us to come out and say hi to y'all, though. What we're going to try to do, Night Stalkers is not doing a night this week because
That's
this
not
year-
saying there won't be any cameos.
right.
there will be a lot of cameos. You will see us up there hanging out. But we're just trying to get back at it because we've had so many things going down with my health. Melvin, Billy, and Tanya working like crazy. Beth Allen, you'll all see us out there in our having a good time with y'all, and we're really looking forward to coming up there. The only night that I know that I will not be there is the 28th for sure. I won't be there on the 28th, not until later. So because of Isaac's wedding, but all the rest of the time I'll try to be there. So I would love to see some of the footage of the
I
suicide.
would try to make one of those myself.
I would like to see that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Irene, see if you could hook us up with that, because why don't you? That'd be great to send us a line, and we'd love to have you on as a guest after you do that. And anything you want to talk about and everything else, because the suicide forest, you don't get too many people that have the opportunity to get there, see that, and investigate it. You know, that's kind of like that's a crazy place for me. Back when I was younger and I thought I was going to die before I was 40 and I was doing paranormal investigations, I had a whole list of certain places I wanted to go to.
She said, imagine no creatures, not an insect, no birds in that forest.
You don't have to go too far for that, because I could show you that. I think in all the dead in our dead woods.
Let's not talk about those.
Yeah, we were up there. And Beth got a really interesting picture. I'll send it to you.
She said she did Hiroshima too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's done a lot up there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, darling, whenever you want to, come on here, and we would love to hear those stories.
Absolutely.
Stacy Holland, how are you, Stacy? It's great to see you on here tonight.
I have
Super. Yeah.
Chrissy's on here.
Chrissy, how are you doing?
I love you, and I will be wearing a dress.
What?
Huh?
I might.
Yes. Chrissy
That's
did
almost worth everybody driving to Indiana to see
What?
Yeah.
that.
He's just going to wear a dress so he ain't got to wear nothing else underneath it.
Honey, I'm telling you, there's going to have to be saran wrap, duct tape, and all kinds of stuff to hide all the fat rolls. But when your sister says, I'm getting married and you need to stand up with me, you go stand up with her.
Yeah, heck yeah. That's the way you got to do it. That's the way you got to do it. You know? So, anybody got it? Yeah, there's Beth in a dress. Whoa.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. I want a picture.
Oh, there'll probably be plenty.
Yes. Yes.
Most of them will have me looking like this.
The next event, we'll be selling those.
Phil the official profile pic for Soul on Blaze.
Soul on Blaze. Here we are.
We'll change the name of it to Beth in Dress.
Yes, exactly. I'm trying to kill these bugs that are in here that I don't know. We're going to have to check Chad out. That kind of looked like a crab. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, see? Tracy put it in there. There will be lots of pictures.
Holy smokes. Is my beard or anything moving around real quickly?
Please don't set yourself on fire.
Oh, that would be bad.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoy us being just weird tonight because we missed you. It's great to be able to spend some time with you guys. Anybody got any questions or anything that they want to talk about? Because I'm sure we got stuff to talk about. I don't want to get kicked off, though. You know, I'm always.
Oh, look, squirrel.
Oh.
Hey, did y'all see that unicorn?
What was that?
Oh, before I forget, for those of you that
Thank you, Holly. It's great
didn't
to
do
see
it.
you tonight, too, Holly.
The novice hunts, I've got to change my information because I did change my phone number and my email. But I'll be posting it in Soul on Blaze soon. I will be there before the novice hunts, except I won't be there on the 13th because I have an event at Trousdale Place with the Black Wolf. And I might be late on the 21st because we're doing Tennessee Haunts and Legends, and that is to help support the Trousdale Place Foundation and help get the house back into order because they do need a lot of help. But I will be doing readings before the event, and all you gotta do is get in touch with me, and we can go ahead and set you up an appointment. I am available for appointments at the hall if you want to catch me out there. All you gotta do is let me know.
I just said yesterday when I went outside, I looked up in the sky and I saw a cloud in the shape of a number 4 with a Mason symbol cloud shaped next to it. Oh my gosh. Whew.
Dress on Blaze, really?
Yeah.
Well,
And,
I really hope your photographer's good, Chrissy, because you said there's a photographer. I hope they can cover up all kinds of stuff. Make me look like I'm 20 again,
And
all
Stacy,
that.
you are always welcome at the hall anytime that you want. Please come on up. We love you there, and it's always a pleasure to have you there. And we can put you to work anytime. And Chanel is from Elite Vixen. Is I think you're going to be out there also, correct? Chanel,
Yes,
you down
she'll
there.
be there.
There's a lot of people. I'm in Kentucky, so they don't like me, so they didn't invite me. So.
Bear, do you have your UFO sightings list?
Oh, I haven't gotten a new one yet. I still have the one from the other one. Did we go? As I'm going through all of the
Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah, I don't know if it's. I don't think I've got it because I did get rid of some of the stuff because, like I said, I have had a terrible time with the computers and the people who know me and all the stuff that all of us have gotten involved in our time of.
Beth, you had a second head there for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that a shadow figure? What the heck was that?
Yes, that was a shadow figure of Mama.
Yes. Okay. But yeah.
You might see one again. Hold on.
Yeah.
1, 2, go.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Oh, the fun that happens in the courtyard here. Ooh-wee. Just make sure she doesn't fall down and kill herself.
Hey, Melvin, me and Chanel are going to do your favorite thing while we're down there on the 21st of October. Creating carnage.
Right.
All right. Good.
Yeah.
I'll probably have to be there.
You know, it's amazing all the fun haunts in Tennessee that we've all been to, and we've been to some crazy ones out there. I'm always hearing about people going to graveyards and everything else, and how paranormal teams do that. I've never been if I wanted to test equipment a long time ago, I might have gone out to one or two, but if you really want to have a weird day, go do an investigation on the square at Gallatin on a Sunday night or something when nobody's there. I mean, to tell you,
Good times. Good times.
Oh, good times. Good times. If anybody doesn't believe that Gallatin is haunted, you are living in a fantasy land somewhere.
That or you're delusional.
Right, exactly. One way or the other. Yes. It is just crazy. It is crazy. I hate being a clairvoyant because you see and feel it all, and it sucks. Irene, you are correct. And Beth can attest to that. I can do that a little bit. I don't talk very much about that, but sometimes it's really weird. And Billy, the last time we
Yeah.
we were at the hall, just talking to people, and then we, as that event was going on, we just sat outside for a while, and it was like going, can you feel the eyes on you? Man, it was like, whoo. That was
Had some stuff thrown at us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caught the Holy Ghost. Vicky caught the Holy Ghost up in the office, and they didn't know what was going on. All they heard was screaming and things getting hit.
Yep. Yeah.
Welcome to the hall.
Right.
And things are starting to move in the hall. That's really weird. I can't explain it, but as many times as, and not bragging or anything else, but this team's probably done the hall more than anybody. And I think I think we've probably been at the hall through doing events or whatever over all these years, at least 250 times, and that's a lot of ghost hunting in one spot. And it's I don't think it has changed so much in the years, and I don't think it's any more. I mean, right now it is more mind-blowing than anything else that I can remember. Do you guys think the same thing that I do, or?
I think it's magical.
Mm-hmm.
True.
There's no
I
other
love the
place.
I feel at home at the place. I've seen some of the damnedest shit I've ever seen at the place, but
And it changes at the drop of a hat.
yeah,
Right.
I still feel at home.
Yeah.
Oh, I always feel at home there, but sometimes I leave there with my brain going, how do you just process that whole thing? Because you can't. Because we have seen some stuff out there that does not compute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
and I'm so happy that other people get to experience that also. And I've got to get with Mark Holland with PGRI, because the last time that they were there, we were there with them. Golly, phew. I know that he's still scratching his head because the last time I talked to him about a month ago, he was like, "Wow, don't even know what happened there." But it was a great night. I hate to talk so much about Lothian Hall. There are so many great places to go.
There are a ton of places, especially here in the South.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And I know that
there's lots of great places, but I tell you what, folks, the road less traveled. There's a lot of hidden gems out there.
Right.
We had the honor of investigating a place that's, well, I mean, unfortunately, it was
no longer.
And,
we were the only people that ever investigated, and it was an old a rail stop, and it was a fantastic hunt. We got to do it on my birthday. It was kind of like a birthday gift.
That was an amazing place.
It was an amazing place, but I gotta tell you,
there may or may not have been a little bit of apple moonshine in there.
Right? Yeah. Well, but the weirdest part about it was, I got to tell you something.
It was crazy.
Yeah, the back of that building when we were sitting in the back there, and I don't think I never thought of Tennessee of having, that kind of bamboo. And I don't think I've ever seen bamboo as thick as that.
Bamboo field.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a solid bamboo field. And what was going on in that bamboo field? Whew.
It weren't no baseball players in there. I'll tell you that.
I'm telling you. You're always in trouble when Billy looks at you and goes, "What the hell?" Yeah.
We heard some voices coming out of there.
Yeah.
It was a full body apparitions.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I
think we saw doppelgangers. I saw you walking down the hall. You saw Father Casey walking down the hall.
Yeah.
Father Casey got one of the most amazing photos over there by that.
He saw a full body apparition.
Yeah.
I witnessed a full body apparition.
Yeah.
I thought it was him at first.
Right.
And then we cleared that up, and then there he come out of his room.
Yeah, that was crazy. But we've been blessed to be able to capture some great stuff and great evidence.
Lots of great locations here in the South.
Yeah, there are.
I got another one of my favorites, South Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
The Thomas House.
Old Harriman Hospital.
Yeah.
Old Scott County Jail.
Yep. There's just so many of them, and but
and the other thing about it is all of the investigations we have done, and
we've gone out of state,
Oh yeah.
McDonald Airbnb is a great location.
That place is haunted in hell.
Oh yeah, we know.
For those
There's nothing like going up to the third floor, flight of stairs, and something's running hot up your ass.
Been
But
there,
you got a
done
roadblock
that.
in front of you by the name of Bear, and there's nowhere to go. And you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, that was one of those.
And,
Hold on,
and they don't
lifeline.
care. They don't care when you get in bed, to go to sleep. That's when they like to mess with you.
Yeah.
That was
Well, she was in
definitely
the night they didn't get the experience that you and I've had a few times out there, where they've got to spend the night in that one bedroom that was rented that night, and I mean, if you ever, that's the one room that I would request for sure. Even though the room that they stayed in across the hallway from us, where Dave always slept, snakes, and he had the weirdest stuff happen to him. But
and I can validate Dave on that because I had the same experience he had. For one, for two, I'm in there with something that's telling me it's gonna kill me.
Yep. Yeah, and it was really, and I always love it when you're talking to a spirit and you get that kind of reaction from it, where you're talking and you ask him, "Where are we?" and he tells you, "Attica, Indiana." And that's when you know it. Oh, you're talking to somebody very special there. Attica is a haunted place altogether. I mean, and we've had the pleasure of doing some other buildings out in Attica also. And just had some
Melvin Brazel. That's one, mister.
Yeah. Is that not the truth?
Well, that's what we were called. Melvin's the one who figured it out. It's on an EVP. We're asleep. One time we weren't even there, but we left recorders running. And Melvin's like, "It said virgins." That's a lie.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
That was definitely a Billy Sims hotline moment.
Oh, exactly.
Oh my God.
I'm just glad you didn't go down to the basement.
Oh no, I wasn't about to after what I was seeing. Like the door, I had the camera, it shut down. One of my phones, it completely broke. Like the phone won't come on, nothing. The other phone, it kept turning it off. And I come around that corner, I was just in there. There was not a noise made because I was warming up my food. That door opened. And I'm like, Becky. And we tried it. We tried to recreate it. We tried everything. We asked the people, "Has anybody go up and down that staircase?" We tried everything. And nope.
Yep.
And it was calling, and I was not answering the door.
Denise, I got to tell you something that you are 100% right. That whole town is haunted. And I know your house is also haunted. I got to use the basement there at the B&B. It's not good. I'll tell you one thing though. If anyone, Denise, if you know anybody that can get me in that house, is across from that B&B that used to be the old funeral home. That is one place that I want to go because I am so sick and tired of seeing that dead lady standing outside looking at me.
And she's relentless. Like she just
murderer. Gosh, she's a murderer. But yeah, it is just one of those places that place is is on the bucket list. Yeah. We are thankful for everybody in Attica. I wish Melvin. I'll tell you one thing. That was one of the Melvin and I went for a ride. We ran into a spirit, and he decided he didn't like my hat, but he wanted me to come visit his grave. So he tells us where his graves are, and we had a GPS to go out that way, and. It's the only time I've ever been in a graveyard where my GPS is telling me which way to turn in the graveyard, and it pulls up right in front of this guy's gravesite. And it says, "You're at your destination." And I'm like going, what the hell? I didn't even put the destination in. Yeah, but
only with Melvin.
Yeah, I was a whoo-wee.
Denise says it's privately owned and that there is no way they will allow it.
Yeah, oh, I wish there was a way
Yeah,
because
because that place screams at you.
oh, I know. I mean, it does, and things come from over there into the B&B all the time. I mean, they'll knock on the front door, and if you open the door up, you're going to be right there. And yeah, but wow, yeah, it's privately owned, but man, I'd love to find out some way to get into that place because wow, that place is, as far as I know, that place is vacant. I don't know what's in that place, but Billy, we've all seen that thing standing over on the other side of the road, just calling your name, and it's like going, I've got to go there, and if it's not Attica is not too far. It's 30 minutes away from the Weep also, and that's one place that I know we've got to go back one more time to finish a documentary up there. But the last time that we were all there, I contacted the mayor and the fire chiefs about, and a Masonic Lodge. Yeah. Vampires in there. We don't like vampires. We draw the line at bloodsuckers. I got to get my Blade costume on for that one. I got to tell you, you haven't seen it yet, but when you do get the opportunity to see the second edition of Willow's Weep, the documentary of that, Billy caught one of the greatest things on FLIR there that I think I've ever seen. And I'm going to let him explain it to you because, well, first of all, when we first walked in,
I can.
Oh, well, I don't know if you can either. You're right.
Yeah.
We might be underneath contractual agreements not to do that. I forgot. Damn. But let me tell you something. When you see the documentary, you're gonna love that. Yeah. You're not gonna love what it does.
That was a wild experience right there.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. It was really wild. Very, very wild. But then again, like I said, there's lots of great places out there to hunt, but not all of them need to be hunted.
I agree.
Exactly.
And Willow's Weep is, in my opinion, one of those locations that just needs to be left alone. Don't mess with it.
Yeah, it is. And I know a lot of people want to go out there and everything else. And for all the years that we have been doing paranormal investigations, that is not the place.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
It can mess you up. It really can. I
mean, people have died from being at that location.
Right.
Spanks tells the story of a very good friend of mine that I hooked up with a Dave, and she had a great take on the Weep. She'd been at the Weep several times and trying to talk to Dave, and man, she just healthy as can be, a great lady, and died in the middle of the night. No complication. And Dave was supposed to talk to her the next day. It's just awful.
It was a nasty haunt.
Oh yeah. We've had some pretty nasty.
We're talking about, like I said, some places just you're better off not to do it.
Yeah. And it is one of those places. I know a lot of teams, they go, oh yeah, I want to experience that. I want to do that.
And then when they do,
yeah,
they totally fuck them up.
If I had to make a shirt for Willow's Weep and put a slogan on the back, it would be it's no fun when the rabbit's got the gun.
Yeah.
I mean, I said it before and I'll say it again. That place is not haunted. It is pure evil. And I have no desire. None. Lesson learned. See, there's this very wise bear. And this very wise and there was this little ball of light named Beth, and she was sitting on a hickory stump. And they said, Beth, just because somebody says you can do something doesn't mean you have to say yes. And I ran with that and was like, okay.
Let's change the subject for a minute.
Yeah.
Locations. What about the experience? What is the one experience that stands out the most to you that you remember from an investigation or a visit or whatever it was you were doing? I know there's a lot, but there's got to be one that always jumps out. What would that be?
Well, if you're asking me, the most funniest one I ever had was when
Oh shit.
yeah. It was in a residential house.
Didn't happen to have a lot of mirrors, did it?
Yeah.
Or was there a red light involved?
Right. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't.
Oh man, yeah, that's another one.
I
Yeah.
don't know, but the mirrors were
Paranormal
the best.
investigators do not put red light. What bears investigate?
I know what mine would be.
Yeah.
And it's not the best thing, but it's the one thing that stands out to me. And it was at the Thomas house.
Mm-hmm.
We were in bed, I don't know, 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. We've been doing our thing. And just as we're hearing footsteps in the room, we're like, oh, okay.
3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. We're tired. We're done. We've been investigating all night long.
Yeah.
Just start to doze off. And we hear this boom, 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 boom.
That was after the footsteps.
Yes.
Like it was inspecting the room.
And what the hell was that? I know exactly what that was. That was that damn trash can.
I put the trash can up on the bathtub because there was no place to put the trash can. The door almost hit the toilet when you try to close it.
Right.
It was such tight quarters, so I put it on the thick part of the tub, which the tub was like that wide, and the trash can was a little bit smaller. Sit there all day long.
There may or may
all
not.
night long.
There may or may not be some YouTube footage of that happening out there, but I mean, you don't see the trash can fly.
You see our reaction.
But you hear it and you see our reaction, and we look like a couple of deer in headlights. Literally, you know, it's
pitch black in the room, and the night vision's on, and it's funny.
She's like, let it go. I said, no, I got to check it out.
Well, you know,
yeah, she's like pulling the blanket up over her head, saying, nope.
Well, you know, my entire life, if shit happens at 3 o'clock in the morning, you just cover up, go back to bed. You can fix it in the morning. There ain't no reason to get out of the bed at night.
Unless it's Michael Myers busting into your house.
No,
yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not. And
Well, you know,
well, to make it even funnier, I get up. I already knew what it was. I just knew. And I turned the light on in the bathroom, and sure enough, the trash can's laying over here, and the trash that was in it is strolled across. And
yeah, it got slammed against the door.
You heard it bounce. It's like it hit the wall, and then the door, and then the floor, and to the other side of the room.
Yeah.
And
I was like, nope, I'm good.
I said, I got it. I'll clean it up. I got it. She put it there.
Yeah, she did it.
Stacy Howland just asked you if that was in Sarah's room.
No.
This was room 39, which is 2 doors down from her room.
On the same side of the hall.
Yes.
That was a wild experience. Like I said, there may or may not be some footage out there on that, but that was one that always stood out with me just because of both of our reactions together.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting up and pulling the blanket up
Hell
over
no.
her head.
There ain't
One
no
of
reason
the,
to crawl out of bed. I've always been that way.
it's one of the great things about hunting, and I remember the Thomas house well, and
We
It's-
actually met Melvin there at the Thomas house.
yeah, and Melvin was, and he knows the Thomas house back and forth, and I had the pleasure, Melvin and myself and 2 other paranormal investigators had the house all to ourselves. And that's a very rare thing to do over there. And that was a very special night. We were up on the hill. We were a few places, and down in the church. I know that Tawana did a terrible thing to Tawana. We were in the old church, and Tawana was with us that one night, and this shadow figure takes off and just comes running across the way, barreling right at me, and I just kind of leaned back and it ran right into Tawana, went right through her.
Whoops.
I went,
Bear's
"Whoop."
holding the red flag here.
Yeah.
Poor mama.
See what these
Oh,
guys
yeah.
like women.
Oh yeah, she turns around.
I'm gonna turn around and slap you.
She said, "Yeah, that was fun."
Yeah, that was fun. That's what Mama Bear says right there. Oh yeah, that was fun. But there's so many memorable nights. But the one night we did that event up at the Airbnb, and Billy and I had the room from hell. And the first night that Melvin and I stayed there, I mean, I've never heard knocking in that room like you hear anywhere I've ever been. And Melvin, if you're still on here, please put a comment in because, oh my gosh, it was knocking so hard on the floors that it was just like when it answered a question, it was just knocking like crap. I even picked my feet up off the ground going, I'm afraid they're going to chew on my legs. But with you and me, Billy, when we were in there, and that was right after the thing follows us up the
Up
staircase.
the stairs.
And then the lights go off. A quick
I'm
power
not gonna
failure.
lie, I was laying in bed with one eye open, looking up
Oh
at
man.
the doorway because I knew something was coming towards me.
He's good
Oh.
laying there with one eye open all night, even if he has to switch eyeballs.
I'm not gonna miss it.
Oh man, I'm telling you that place was.
Poor
And
Vicky.
then I guess the guests that were in the room next to us, they were like, "What in the hell were y'all doing all night?" They weren't
Trying to
us.
survive.
I don't know what you're talking
Save
about.
yourself. Save yourself.
I'm waiting for Samara to come walking and come.
Oh.
Poor Vicky almost became a pancake that night. Poor baby. I mean, you already know at that point in time, I was really having a hard time walking and having to go up to that 3rd floor. It's on audio recording. Boy, I cleared at least 3 stairs at one time. That thing, them footsteps were right on my heels. Vicky spun around like the Tasmanian devil. I went past her so fast.
Yeah.
So then she follows me into the bedroom. She goes to shut the door and she's doing this and it pushed the door back open. She pushed it again and you could feel like the energy and feel it pushing against her. And I looked at her and she's sitting there caught in between. I almost lost my life. And did you see that shit? And I was like, yeah.
So I sure did. I about peed myself.
It was bad. That was a Depends evening for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah, You know, it's so great to be able to sit here with you guys and just talk about experiences and things we've all seen, because as paranormal investigators, we're on the road a lot, and through the 47 years I've spent in this business, I've met some fantastic people. I've met some real shitholes too, but at the same time, I have had some of the most fantastic experiences at all, and I am so glad that I have shared them with the people that are my family. That we have had a great time in so many places, and I still I remember going back to that residential place, and I won't talk about the mirror incidents. But I remember taking something off and walking outside and throwing it somewhere, and getting a phone call 5 minutes later. What the hell was that? Sorry. Had to get rid of that when I had it. There was only one place I was going to send that, and that was your house. So there you go. I still know that he is still there, having fun and playing and romping around in the woods out there. So.
So, I didn't know much about Indiana. Vicky is killing me right now. Okay, so Pops rode with Vicky when we went to Attica, and
Are
I
you
get this
explaining butt
picture.
drugs?
I did not know that's a real pharmacy. And there's a picture she sent me of Melvin sitting like this, going, and it's a trucker with a hat on that says butt drugs. I'm like, oh God, it's already started and we ain't even got there yet. Like,
Yeah.
Dustin said he's got a butt drug shirt.
I need you to stop. I want
Did you say, Joel? I didn't either.
Yeah. That's
She
like I
was like,
used to
"What?"
like to, for me, when I used to go places and you go to some of these places and you get downtown and there's a sewer cover, and it will say Kentucky Ho, and I used to sit by them all the time and get my picture taken.
Only in Shoney's. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and Attica has one of the best places to get chocolate. Oh my God. Ooh. But no, there are so many wonderful things out there, and I guess if we had to wrap this up and tell everybody, the paranormal has given us so much pleasure through all the years that we have done it, and we're not giving up. We're still going to be doing a lot of that. We love helping people. We love doing the things that we do. We like doing it. We love the haul. We love traveling, and we've been blessed to travel a lot and been to a lot of places.
And one of the things we love is being around the other teams and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of them are on here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
We're not getting any younger, and we know that the future is going to be in all of your hands, and keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, there's some really good people out there, and if you need any of us to help you out along the ways, that's what we're here for. We could.
I just don't think we can do 3 or 4 investigations a week anymore.
I guarantee you that, man. I'll tell you one thing. We did that for, oh gosh.
Oh no, I might be able to do it if there's butt drugs involved.
I think we did that for 3 years. For 3 solid years, we were
No, not butt drugs.
No.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, yeah.
Billy's like, hold on, just a minute. Hold on. My beard is twitching.
Yeah.
That's not right.
I gotta
But
clear this
I
up.
tell you what, though, I don't regret any of it.
No.
I
I
don't
don't
regret
either.
any of it.
I don't
I know
either.
there's a lot of times we were pretty wore out, and sometimes we did 2 in one night.
Yes. Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
very draining that night.
Yes. Yeah. That was yeah. Those two for sure are terrible. And by the time we got to we went from bad. We went from bad to worst on that night.
Yeah, and the
That was
second one got me.
Yeah. Yeah. It got us all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and one of the other places that it's
That one had
private
mirrors.
home. I don't know if
That's my
Jason's
favorite
still here
story.
now. I know Jason's been there before, and it's a super house. But I don't think I've ever been to a house that will, no matter how long you've been doing this, that house discombobulated us bigger than anything. And I think you know what it was, and it affected our dear psychic people that were there. At Tanya, how it is, and another psychic, and Mama, and all those. Golly, it was just it was a very rough house to do, and it threw us off. I mean, it's not very often that you're having things happen, and then you're like going,
Well, when you always operate like a well-oiled machine.
yeah,
Everybody
exactly.
knows what to do, what they're doing, and
It
it
all
was just
flows.
one of those. It was just one of those nights where we were all just like, "Oh, squirrel,"
Oh yeah, yeah. But that was
couldn't-
what the funny thing about it is we were there like 3 times,
Yeah,
Mhm.
and every time we entered that house, that's what it did to us. It made us like, woo. You almost had to fight to get composed. You know what I mean? It was
Right. Remember, Billy and I got there before you did,
yeah,
and he was talking to the owner, and they were downstairs. I was upstairs,
hmm
and they were talking, and then I heard a woman talk, and I said, "Did you hear that?" And they said, "We thought that was you talking." I was like, "No."
no, yeah, yeah.
heard it clear as day.
Yeah.
I even looked at him and said, "She's up there talking to him already."
So that wasn't
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'll tell you one thing, when they was still modeling that house, and I went by there and I saw those fingers come out of the floor, I don't think I've ever skipped over a hole bigger than
And I had a really strange vibe about the place to begin with, because
Right.
once I got inside and I saw what was going on, I'm like, wait a minute.
There was,
To be honest, the guy had purchased a home to flip it.
mhm.
Yes, he did.
But
Yeah.
there was so many different things going on there, and there was so many layers of stuff.
Right. And it goes
that
back.
every
Oh,
time, or just in 5 minutes, you could see, like I could see a scene going on from the past.
yeah.
But then there was something else going on behind that too. It was very weird.
But to me, I'm thinking when you flip a house, you fix what you got to fix, you make it look good, and you sell it.
Yeah.
This guy was working on it for quite some time. I mean, he wasn't just
Now he put a lot
he
into it.
pretty much gutted that house.
Yeah, he did. He did. He really did. Oh, by the way, there's Tara. Hi,
Hey,
Tara.
y'all.
How you
Hey,
doing?
Tara.
Great to
Hi,
see
Tara.
you. We miss you.
I miss you terribly.
Yes, we do.
And we still love you very much.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I tell you. Ooh,
No,
Pop went night night. Bye, Dustin.
this
yeah.
house was in Tennessee.
Yeah. Good night, everybody that's not hanging around. Yeah, this house was in Tennessee.
It was in. Well, we've already said investigate Gallatin.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's in Gallatin.
And we've been blessed to do some outrageous first time places in Gallatin that I don't think anybody will ever.
We're talking about the square. You know, you got.
Yeah, but that place kept us all scattered.
It did.
That was weird.
It really felt bad. So,
and there was a lot of history there too.
But everyone, I appreciate. I guess we better get off of here. Much as I hate to, but we have you all investigated the Traveler's Rest. I'm very intrigued with that place. I don't know if I have ever done Traveler's Rest. Mm-hmm. I don't even know if I know where it's at. Now that's unusual for me to say, and I got to admit to that. Thank you, Tara, for putting another one on the bucket list. So
she's good about finding things off the beaten trail too.
Yeah, and that's what we love those things that are off the beaten path that nobody else gets to do, nobody ever gets to see. And wow. Look for the and I do want to seriously put out that call to all the paranormal investigators, because when we're doing the Ottigan Hall book, we're going to be talking about the history and everything else, and the haunts about the hall. But Bear, Billy, and Tanya, and Beth, and all the Night Stalkers and everything else are not going to tell all their stories. We want you guys to tell your stories, because you've all had some great experiences at the hall, and it will be a great honor to have you all collaborate on a book that we're doing to keep for the Ottigan Hall. All the proceeds for that book will go to Ottigan Hall Foundation, and like I said, look out for it, and I will be contacting you if you have a story. I just got one. I got a great part from a good friend of mine from Culpert Paranormal, Keith, and we thank you for that. And I've got it saved to go into the rest of the part. So, but it's all going to be, Dave and you're going to do a part. Beth's going to do a part. Billy and Tanya will do a part. Belvin will do a part. And Vicky, anybody that wants to be involved, and Chanel, and all those people that have those great experiences, we're going to put you in the book. And I think it'd be a lot more better than just reading what we're doing. I would love to contribute. Let me know what and when you need. I just need you to tell me your stories of Ottigan Hall, and write a chapter for me, honey. That's all you got to do. And you can do it now and send it to me. Send it to me and put it all together. Doesn't have to be super long, but it's just going to go into the book. It's going to be something very nice for what we can do as almost paranormal investigators, to share all your experiences. Like sitting here tonight as we're talking, having fun and laughing about some of the things that we have done in the past. And it's amazing to be with a bunch of it's great to have a team that is a family, and we've been together for so dang long, and we just love what we do. And I know some of your teams are that way, and we also want to support all the ones that are doing it the right way and doing the things that they do. Because you are the future of this. And I think a lot of discoveries are going to come back and come out. And there are more things coming as every day wakes up, because I think a lot of things have been hidden from people just because of their own mindset. And I think as the year progresses, I think you'll be hearing more truths that you probably won't believe. But I will. Hopefully, you will know that Night Stalkers has experienced some, even from cryptid to UFOs to all of it, because we have been blessed to see it all. So, but we wanted to thank you all for just sending us as we go down memory lane, and it was such a pleasure having you all here with us. We love you all. That's my end. I'll let Beth and Billy take us on the way out. Okay.
Go for it, sister.
Oh, you go first.
I'm just going to say, but once again, hats off to all of you out there that are doing it the right way. Keep doing it. And hope to see each and every one of you out there sometime soon.
Yep, absolutely.
Peace, love, and gnomes. Be good to each other. Love as many people as you can. You never know what somebody's going through. You can't fall into the cesspool of social media. Do your thing and do it your way, because we're all different, but do it with respect.
Yep.
Well said. Well said. Well said. God bless you all. Enjoy your next week, and hopefully we'll see you all here next Sunday.
And don't do butt drugs.
Yes.
At least not unless you're feeling death.
Right.
You remember that old commercial that they used to have? This is your brain on butt drugs.
And they're frying an egg.
Yeah, exactly.
Good night.
Good night,
Hey, everyone.
God bless everybody. Have a great night.